Welcome to another episode of the Sage to Ascendant series, a series where I try to give a lot of Sage tips and tricks. Last episode we ended up in Diamond 2, so we're getting close, my friends. And I know it's been a while since last episode, this one took a little longer to make, but you will find out why at the end of the video. Now let's hop into the first game. Hello everyone. Pushing mid on breeze in the first round is relatively safer than pushing in a gun round. This is because pistols aren't that good on long range. So we decided to go for a default play 1A, 1B and 3 mid, trying to get an opening somewhere and after that push. After we got a kill on B and mid, of course, it's a no-brainer to push B. But here's the tip for the post plant. In the post plant, a lot of people would go to the back and chill there till they hear the defuse of the spike. Usually this is a good tactic, but not always. In this round, for example, I saw my teammates chilling on the side and there was still a Viper alive. If my teammate died on site and Viper still had a smoke, I would be in a disadvantage. So this is the reason why I went back to the side and pushed to peek together with my teammate.
Player standing.
20.
Whoa, sorry dudes. Another tip for the post plant, sometimes it's too late to run away. Like in this round, I prefer to run to cave, but if I would have done that, I probably got shot in my back. So I stayed close to the pyramids and played around them. Ooh, that was pretty lucky.
I'm already close to you.
Imposter kill. One enemy remaining.
Let's go.
Whoa! Got him. Now look at this clip and try to focus on the positioning of our team. One behind, minus 120. Yeah, not much to say about this one. Just don't stand in the open even though you know the enemies are eco. Losing against eco rounds are sometimes a bit tilting. And you should not be playing when you're on tilt, my friends. So if you want to get your mind off Valorant for a while, I might have something for you. Try out a game of the sponsor of this video, Enlisted. Enlisted is a multiplayer shooter about the Second World War, available on Xbox, PlayStation and PC. In this game you can take command of an infantry squad, tank crew and pilots. The game is developed by Gaijin Entertainment, the same developers of War Thunder, and I have a lot of playtime in that game, so I had to try this one out as well. And oh my friends, it didn't disappoint me. Thanks to the massive scale battles and attention to detail like visuals and audio effects, they really create a good atmosphere of a good war game. You could play different kind of campaigns like the invasion of Normandy, the Battle of Berlin, and they recently added a brand new one, the Pacific Ocean, where you can play with unique squads, weapons, vehicles and mechanics. And there's way more you can try out in this game, like creating your own missions, buildings, customize your soldiers' equipment and way more. So what I would say, try it out yourself. Download Enlisted for free from the link in the description and get additional bonuses. And now, let's continue the video. Let's continue with the basic tip, but when you are planting the spike, always face the way where you think the enemies might peek. In this case, there's always that one enemy that flanks through elbow.
What's flanking?
Oh yo. If you want to go for an aggressive peek in the post plant, don't peek alone, peek with the teammate. In this round, Jet was peeking, so I thought I would also peek. And here's a perfect example why going for headshots is better than spraying. What? I had so much time to aim for the head there. Now look at this round.
One enemy remaining.
Yo, that Sage is not good. Whoa, Mr. Lowlander, don't trash talk your enemies. Well, if you don't trash talk in all chat, it's okay, I guess. Anyway, in the second half we lost the first round. And like I often say, when you lose the first round, go for some crazy plays in the second round, you're eco anyway. Oh la la.
One
Spike
enemy
here,
remaining.
Hello there.
Spike down.
Whoa, thank you man, you saved me. The rest of the game was easy peasy and we won in the end. Plus 20 RR. 2 more, let's go to the next one. The game after that I used this nice one-way on Fracture. Place your wall over here, use your operator and you can look all the way to the orb. Oh! But sadly, we lost this game in the end.
No way, it's fucking Mr. Lowlander.
Let's go for that easy win, my friend.
Wait, are you actually?
Wait, are you real?
Yo.
Oh my god, that's the fucking Nederlander! No way! What? Nah, I'm not the sim for you this entire game, I'm sorry.
Appreciate the support, my friends. Now I feel that extra pressure, you know, I have to perform this game. Let's go back to the tips. Here's a nice Sage wall that's especially good in the first round of the game. Place your wall like this on B-Link and the enemies will have to destroy 2 wall segments before they can enter the site. And on top of that, you have a nice off angle from where you can shoot the enemies.
Cool and shit. You just made my day. Oh my god.
Nice. Normally I would say don't use the same trick back to back, but in the round after I saw a smoke and I knew the wall would get above the smoke, so I did it again.
You walled me off!
Sheesh!
Oh, sorry dude. Oh yeah, the only thing about this wall is that you might wall off your teammates. Sorry Cypher. Also, Mr. Lowlander, stop crouch spraying. It's a bad habit I have. When you want to main Sage, I would really recommend to go into a practice range and practice the walls that you want to use during the games. Or something like this might happen. I need to practice more. Oh no! Nobody saw that, nobody saw that.
Oh, you got it, Come on.
Yes!
Nice.
He's ramps.
Enemy down.
Here, I should have waited for Cypher, but I peeked too early.
Last player
My
Oh.
bad. Okay, this round, deja vu to a few rounds before this, and I now realize that I sometimes crouch spray and sometimes I don't crouch when spraying. Am I the only one with this problem?
Oh shit, one's outside, he's TP back. They're just still on site fighting.
Anyway, in the second half we were pushing B, and when you're pushing B, just remember that this wall is made of paper.
Nice.
No raise.
Lekker boy. Now the big question, can Mr. Lowlander win a clutch?
Last player
Well, fuck
standing.
40 on the brim.
Spike down.
Oh,
Good
one.
Nice.
When you know that both enemies are on the side and you have enough time left, I would recommend to take the time to rotate or maybe go for a fake rotate.
One enemy remaining.
Here I should have rotated or at least changed my position so the enemy didn't know where I was. But I didn't do that and went for the 1v1 battle. No!
Yo, I got mad stacks right now. Who wants something?
What?
Wait, what did you? What do you have?
What? I had mad stacks.
Oh!
Look at my money.
Oh, stacks. In the end, we sadly lost the game, but I had loads of fun. And having fun is more important than winning. Minus 50. Let's go to the next one. Hello, everyone. So in the first half, not a lot happened except for this round. When you are lurking, of course, always use your ears. In this round, I heard the people running away from B, and that's the reason why I pushed. But suddenly, I heard someone running towards me. It was too late for me to find a good angle, so then you just have to stand your ground and hope you get the first headshot.
Opponent kill.
Sometimes you know where all the enemies are and then it's very tempting to just push. But keep in mind that pushing is not always the best option. Here my teammate died on B and I knew that there was only one enemy on site. A 1v1 is usually easy peasy, right? But I was all by myself, so I decided to flank all the way back, revive my teammate and then push with multiple people.
Your duty is not over.
Shortly after I sadly died, but Reyna carried the round, so easy peasy. Let's go to the second half. A bit more action happened over there. In the first round you see why crosshair placement is so important. When I peeked on Raze and Breach, my crosshair was basically already on their head, so I just had to click an easy peasy headshot.
Good attempt.
Oh.
One.
Oh. The round after that I used this cool wall. Simply keep a small little gap where you can shoot through and the enemies might not expect it. I know I've showed this trick a lot, but it's a good trick. I got a kill. The trick worked. Sage is the support role, right? So I try to be the body shield of Viper. Not the best play, but hey, we got him. Now a nice defense you could use on B side. When you think the enemies are about to push, place your wall over here. Go all the way to the back of Catwalk and when they destroy a wall segment, use your slow and wait for them. The good thing about this spot is that when they push, you can immediately jump down and reposition yourself. Also, be careful with abilities in your hand. What the heck? And after this aggressive push,
One enemy.
we won the game, easy peasy. Plus 19 RR, let's go to the next one. Hello everyone. Hello everyone, welcome to your daily dose of teleporter tricks.
Yo,
do the trick. Yes. A mistake that a lot of people are making on B-side bind is peeking from the container all the way to B long alone. Don't do this alone, only peek if your teammate is also peeking, for example. Like Jet in this round, she got a nice refrag on me.
Sky kill.
One enemy remaining.
Oh, never mind. My apologies that I'm using this trick so much. But I mean, teleporter trick.
minus 130.
Oh, one more, minus 120. It kinda worked. A nice wall you can use for an off angle is this one and then look over the boxes all the way to the entrance of A short. Sadly, Brimstone smoked it, so it didn't really work the intended way, but in the end I got some kills.
Corner.
What you find it? Opponent kill.
Big tip, don't always let the agent decide your playstyle. Normally Sage is the support agent and maybe you should stay with your team, but it's not a crime to flank so now and then. So that's what I did in this round. I didn't want to push fully in the enemy, so I just waited over here in the hope they rotated back.
Enemy down.
Whoa. Now some basic Sage knowledge, but on B bind, this wall is almost essential every time if you want to plant. It's so strong, my friends, the enemies won't be able to shoot the planter.
Lamps, nice.
After this kill I did an OG trick again. Some older viewers might recognize it, but once you plant the spike, consider walking all the way around towards showers and the enemies might not expect it. Sorry, Chamber.
Nice.
Okay, now look at this skill. Do you notice something?
Pretend to die.
If you paid close attention, you saw that I didn't counter-strafe. My first bullet wasn't accurate, it went all the way to the top left. Counter-strafing would have prevented this. The only thing I had to do was press D for a second and then my first bullet was accurate. But I got the kill in the end, luckily anyway.
All behind.
What the heck did he do?
Parties over. One enemy remaining.
Nice.
In the end, we luckily won this game.
Nice.
Good game. Plus 21 on R. But after this game, I played a lot of games. We won a lot, but we also lost a lot. And in the end, we sadly demoted. That's not very nice, actually. But after a lot of games, I finally promoted again back to Diamond 2. Normally, I want to promote each and every episode. But today, I really can't do it, my friends. That's the reason why this episode took a little longer to make. But next episode, we will promote, I believe.